Hey, Star Wars CCG players. So, this is not a live stream, but it is going to be kind of freewheeling. It's unscripted, probably unedited. We'll see. But I did want to talk to you about how not to play Endor Occupation. So I played Endor Occupation this month in the OCS after Jeff Levine and Phil Essen, whose last name I always pronounce wrong, gave me some pointers at Nationals. And I played 6 games with it in the OCS and didn't do great with it. But let's go ahead and take a look at some replays. We don't need to watch that one. But let's start with me versus Carl. All right, let's see what we do wrong and what we do right here. He's playing Mind What You Have Learned, which is not a fun matchup. Also, conveniently, the matchup that they showed me at Nationals was against a mains deck. So for those of you who don't know how to play EOPS, you start with any methods necessary. Get Boba Fett, Slave One, and the prison. And I don't. This is from like weeks ago, so I don't remember how many mistakes or what mistakes I made. So we shall see. Looking at my opening hand, I've got Emperor's Shuttle and a Force Push. Not too bad. So pull the first effect. Or was I pulling the first effect? Did I miss both polls? I think maybe I missed both polls. Okay, that's awesome. Does it show me? Yeah, okay. Establish secret base and ominous rumors. Both are pulled by the objective. You want to do... Oh, and Endor Shield, which is pulled by the site, I think. So I all my cards were in the force pile. But you're basically your first turn, a lot of times you're just drawing up, so that's fine. But basically, yeah, you want to get the 2 effects here and flip, and then your opponent can only draw 1 Battle Destiny, which is nice. Yeah, so we're just waiting on Carl here. I might increase the speed depending on how long it takes to get through a game. So he's doing his Jedi testing, which part of the problem with the Jedi testing matchup is, like, I haven't played against Mind What You Have Learned Virtual very many times at all, even with decks that I know. So playing a deck, I think this is the 2nd game I ever played, or 3rd game, I think, because I played Carl in person, and I had played 1 game in a regular open league prior. So definitely still figuring it out. Okay. So Endor Shield, and I use that to pull both admirals. But yeah, you can drop Ozzel there for free, and then you can deploy establish secret base and get your sights out. It's wild how often you don't get your pull chain fully set up that first turn with this deck. It just feels like a deck that has like so much raw power, like so many good cards, but then like it's also like a lot of glass cannons and things. There's not a lot of room for error. They made a big point of you got to deploy Slave One by itself, and then deploy Boba Fett just in case they barrier it, because you're deploying it on the ground. You don't want to be unable to launch it with people stuck on it. You slide Ozzel over, make him the pilot. For those of you who don't know how the move face works, like me, launching from a docking bay to a system is free. So that's nice. So now you've got a nice little 2 destinies at your system. You can either pay to drain 2 or you can not pay to drain 2. Usually you don't pay to drain. And you want to maybe set up at another site. So let's see whether I do that or not, or what dumb things I do here. He's getting his second Jedi test going. What if we go 1 faster? Does that make it go faster? I can always pause it if it gets too far. So he's setting up on Cloud City there. Deploying Battle Plan and Draw Their Fire, which is a card. 100% is a card. Like, it doesn't always, Mind What You've Ever Learned doesn't always start it, I don't think. But, yeah, it's definitely a card. All right, so he's taking wild card into hand. I don't even know what he's doing here. Okay, so it's my turn. I play the Dark Forest. Tarkin's bounty for something. Looks like an Emperor. I don't like that it cuts that off with the thing. So I got Emperor and Emperor's Shuttle. I should be in good shape in space. Definitely should be in good shape in space. Like, that's a pretty scary combination. 3 destinies. And I do have the 6 ability for test 2. He gets test 3, so now sometimes he gets to do stuff. And like the idea is, I think I should, at this point I should probably ignore him on Cloud City, or at least deploy to like wherever he's not. So let's see if I do that, and kind of make them come after you. And I think he fails. Does he fail the test here? Yeah, he fails his Jedi test, which is nice. Finally, and then I get Forlom. Forlom is huge in this matchup because you've got a bunch of Emperors and a bunch of Menace Fades. So you got some high destinies. See, I shouldn't have done that. I should have gone where he's not, but instead I come after where he is. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but let's see if I get punished for it. So we successfully sniper him, and I've got 12 power and 2 destinies. So this like should be good for me, right? Like, there's no reason that this shouldn't be good for me. So how am I screwing it up? He has 13 cards in hand, though. So he gets what? Octu. And I don't think I just barely overflow him. Probably could have slid Maul over there. I'm not sure why because I'm not Force Train +1 there, right? Yeah. Okay, so then he plays Ahsoka. He plays Leia. And I draw super low, right? Yep. Because every time you don't set up a destiny in this deck, you draw super low. It's almost like a It's almost got like light side mains vibes. Or maybe it's that you have to draw high. Like a 4 shouldn't be that bad. In most decks it wouldn't be that bad, but in this deck you're really hoping to draw high. So, see, I keep putting the pressure on him. If I just set up at one of the Endor sites, then you know what's he doing? Like freaking 2 damage to me? There was some revert action there. Okay. Yeah, and he can slide Ahsoka over there, which I probably forgot. So what does Rescue in the Clouds do? Cancels the just drawn weapon destiny? Or targeting. No, yeah, destiny. Cancels the destiny. Okay, so I added a destiny with Maul Strikes. That's pretty good. I got a 5. I mean, honestly, I complained about the destinies a lot this month. The destiny, I'm not drawing that bad of destinies here, but it's like he's subtracting 1 from each, and he's getting -2 from Yoda. Okay, so he just took Luke into hand. I think this is where I really start screwing up. So we stick Luke in front of him, and everybody in front of Luke, because I just will not stop fighting in this. I feel like I did get better. So okay, yeah. So this is something. Apparently, Luke can like make you. If a battle just initiated at a site, unless a vehicle here may target a Dark Jedi here for a remainder of battle, exclude all other characters. So there's no point in backing Luke up because he's a Dark Jedi. I'd have been better off here if I wanted to come after him. I should have put Kylo and Shizor and Thrawn with him. And now nothing happens, and I just lose a bunch of cards. Ugh. Yeah, and I was really frustrated here because I didn't realize that's what Luke did. I mean, you know, it's on me because like cards are going to be cards, but and now he counterbeats the Kylo. Yeah, this is going to start. Now it's going to start really just looking rough. I must be getting my games mixed up because I was thinking he came after me in space, but I guess maybe not. He also can prevent... During battle, characters hit by Luke may not fire weapons. That's just like wild. Yeah, Luke's a beast. I mean, obviously Luke cards are good, but so that was the end of that one. Can I like? So that was the end of the first game. How do I? Let's look at the second game. Carl, JJD. So we start this off, and it's a throne room deck, which, of course, also no freaking clue what to do against the throne room deck. It is a mains deck, so let's see if I play well. Also, if you're watching this and you feel that my analysis of these games is completely incorrect, please correct me in the comments. I am actually trying to get better. I'm just kind of spiraling and annoyed that I didn't do better in these early turns. So I deployed Boba Fett there? Why did I deploy Boba Fett there? I must have missed. I must have activated. I must have activated Ozzel or something? That seems very, very fragile right there. Yeah, I must have activated Ozzel. Definitely should not have done that. Yep, because of this. Exchange for a Gick. And you just draw the ones. You just got to draw the ones. In an early game battle like that, you're going to draw the ones. So luckily I only had to lose Boba Fett. I mean, honestly, he adds a battle destiny, but he's not doing much else. So it's not the end of the world, but yeah, I mean, that was just such a wrong move. So now we've got Ozzel, Thrawn, and Tarkin on there. At least I'm getting 2 destinies here. Tarkin gets the redraw. Respectable. So that's about as well as that could possibly have gone. He gets a 5, so he cracks my immunity. Probably what gets Thrawn, yeah. So I dealt with that, and now I'm okay in space. But I'm down to 4 cards. He's got 8 cards. And I just, yeah, that would have not been so bad. Not been anywhere near as bad if I had been less aggressive. So let's hope that I deploy to not that site. Especially with only 4 cards in hand when he's got 10. Should not have paid to drain there. Okay, so I just drew. Okay, I see that justification. Just refill the hand, pay to drain, and then refill the hand. That doesn't seem terrible, but probably better to just refill the hand there. You can't win the game by drain. Like, very rarely is draining in the early game, paying to drain in the early game, going to win you the game, but it might lose you the game. That's what I think MHT told me or something. Made a lot of sense. He's now up to a drain of 4. Probably worth him paying. Okay, so now I go to the other site. That's good. I think that's a drain +1. So here, this is actually a pretty good thing. He's paying to drain. I'm not paying to drain. We're both doing the same amount of damage. Unfortunately, he's doing still 4 at that one site, which is kind of rough, but this isn't terrible. And now he basically has to come after me, but he's able to slide Ahsoka over, which is a little rough. But I mean, he is splitting his guys up into 2. See, if I had the if I had the extra force here, I could have force pushed out of the battle and either made him pay to move away or reinforced. That's a very hindsight's 2020. I never would have thought to do that in the moment, but identifying the mistake that you made that made it so that you didn't have that as an option is a thing. I think. Again, tell me I'm wrong in the comments, please. I think I might do this in 2 parts. I might do 3 and 3. Just so that I can end the episode on a high note. I think the next game is actually not as painful as this. And so, see, now I'm forced to stick my guys at... Honestly, it kind of feels like maybe I should have gone after him there. Well, no, he would have cleared me. But, like, to stick my guys there just to get a lesser drain, that feels pretty bad. He moves all his guys together. Oh, no, he's moving Luke out. Getting at least a little bit of a drain here. Phantom Menace. I think this is like the only game this month that Phantom Menace was relevant. Okay, do I move my guys over? No, I don't move my guys over. That seems weird. Probably should have moved them over. I was probably overthinking it. Seems like just stacking the guys and blocking the drain would be worth it. Then he's paying to drain for 3 and I'm draining for 2. But instead I got this halfway. But then he either has to reinforce or he either has to but if I stack everybody, he either has to reinforce or run away, which isn't terrible. Low destinies again. He clears me. This is why battling is bad, because if you lose the battle, then it's really, really bad. If you initiate a battle and lose, it hurts so much because they get a turn and you're on your back foot. Oh man, it's rough. And then I conceded. That feels like an early concede, but I guess I'm down to 15 and he's at 22 and I'm just running out of guys. One more, because I can't, at this point, I can't really move in front of him. I guess I could have Tarkin's bounty for something. If I could get a third guy, I could maybe move in front of him. I don't know. It feels like a little bit of an early concede, but I think I was a little bit tilting as well. But yeah, just obviously too aggressive there and weird to not move them in front. I think. I don't know. Again, tell me if I'm wrong. Let's do one more. And I think that'll be, because we're at almost half an hour. You guys don't want to watch me for like an hour and a half, so Obi Muning. Taco Bill's Obi Muning. Like, man, I swear, I mean, maybe I just don't have a good feel for the meta, but I don't think I played against Luke Saga all month. I played multiple Mind What You Have Learns, Obi Muning. I'm going to say, well, I guess you probably saw it already. I played Garrett's, EBO was the last game. I can't remember what the other matchup was, but I don't think it was Luke Saga. But yeah, just so much of this. Okay, so looks like so far it's going according to plan. Just following my textbook. All right. So we're flipped. Got our sight out. We're deploying Slave 1. I don't have quite enough to put out Forlom, but that's okay. We get launched. Let's see what happens here. All I remember about this game is that I tried to play right and that I didn't know what I was doing. Obi Muning, I assume I was scared of him like randomly having 1,000,000 power. So hopefully that means I wasn't too aggressive on him. He also subtracts from weapon destiny, makes it harder to hit the guys. So he's playing Rebellion's Hope, who I will say I'm on the record for not liking Luke Rebellion's Hope. I have very much come around on him. I actually like him a lot. So I didn't pay to drain, and I'm sitting here with 3 force active and a giant hand. He reverted something. Battle. He told me to revert because battle plan was already on the table. And he paid to drain. And he sticks a stack of guys there. Again, I really hope I don't go after him right now. Okay. Hey! I actually did something right for once. Of course, I don't get the +1, right? Yeah. Force drain is not +1 there right now. I just lose some force. That's fine. Now he moves his guys over. We move everybody over. Now I get to drain for free. Which if I'd have stuck my guys in front of him, I wouldn't have get to drain for free there. I'm obviously scared of him. So we run away. Putting Vader alone feels aggressive, but I think it's fine because he probably... I mean, he's got Luke, Leia, Chewie, and Hera out. Like, how much more does he have? And, of course, he does have... that's relevant. And he can run Luke run over. So even though I didn't even that tells you that I did not learn my lesson here. And he's up to 14 power. .22 power. Jeez. Probably top deck here. I mean, I'm only losing what? I'm down 12. So 3 extra. Not too bad, and I got his Padme at least. But now he is threatening a lot of force drains. But I'm not paying, and he is, which is huge. Okay. It's so interesting. I mean, knowing, you guys know that this is a game that I do better in. That I'm clearly playing way less aggressive in this game, and that's the one that I win. right, let's see. I don't remember what I do here. This is interesting. Okay, so we go for the beatdown in front of the beatdown squad. That seems not ideal, but that is something so do I yeah, so I choked him. So that's the downside of that Luke. He's only ability 4. Shoots me with Leia's blaster. So I was hoping that Shizor hoping to get it down so he didn't draw, but he does. Only gets 1 destiny, so he doesn't get the Hera destiny. And I clear him. That looks pretty good for me. So in space we got Han and Chewie, so he's on at least, well, he's not on 2 destinies because he only gets the 1 because of my objective. That is a really powerful ability to just all game say, no, you only get 1 destiny. And I've got the Emperor and the shuttle in hand. So he gets to add to his destiny there. And he's playing Obi Muning, so he does a bunch of stuff and randomly gets 25 power. What are you going to do? It clears me. But you can see my hand. I've got some options here. I think I was annoyed that I ended up at those 2 sites since the one of them's not to drain 2, but it's wild that Emperor Shuttle, that you can deploy Emperor to Emperor Shuttle in front of people. Like, it feels like that shouldn't be allowed. Ah, this feels greedy too. I guess I'm on 3 destinies. And he has a finite amount of immunity. So why does he get 2 destinies? I don't know. In the comments, tell me why he still gets 2 destinies. I have no idea. Sometimes you just got to go with it. So now I'm starting to feel good. Now I've cleared him off the board. I've got a bunch of people. He drops a Leia in front of me. You know, he's obviously going to make me fight for this. Does he have a Hoojix probably? He can clear me here. Or maybe he doesn't even need the Hoojix. So still hits, and then I sniper him. So I have a feeling that he had the Hoojix there. I mean, obviously, why else would you battle? But that seems pretty major for me. Now I'm threatening way more damage than him and not paying, and he's paying, so just stack my guys there. I have the Gick. That's why I still have that's why I have Maul by himself. Just in case they send people after me. Don't remember if anything else happens here. Screaming Lando. And move everybody in front of me. So the question is, do I battle here? I don't remember. Seems like I probably don't want to, but... Or, okay, first strike. I think I was just... I was trying to edge out some extra damage. Probably should have played secret plans there since Lando was retrieving. I moved too fast. I don't even know why I lost. Hold on. Why did he lose Lando? Oh, I choked him. Okay. There's too many cards that do too many things in this game. So he has the Hoojix, so he would have had the Hoojix previously. Now I spread because he only has 2 cards in hand. And again, I have the Gick, so he'll come after me at one site. I also should have had secret plans out because I put first strike out. I really love how late in this game your destinies are just crazy high. Of course, he just drew an 8, so... So we drain a bunch. Where did I play Dooku? Play him there. That seems questionable. But I guess we're close enough to the end of the game. He's only got so many guys. But he makes me fight for it. Going to escape the Vader. Oh no, he conceded. So yeah, that's those are my first 3 games. I think that's probably enough for now. Maybe I'll do the next 3 games. Maybe I won't. We'll see what people think of this video. Please tell me what I did wrong. Please tell me what I did right. Please tell me if I'm whatever. But I like this deck, but I just have no freaking clue how to play it. So thanks a lot for watching. Good luck, have fun, and no reverts.